The fuck was that? Uh, Welcome to episode 72? I decided to just end that last episode off there. And immediately as I hit record, I saw like something flashed. Interesting. The explosion occurred almost immediately. Under a situation, there is no way we could even make a run for the exit. I wonder if the recording captured that or not. But strangely enough, we felt invisible forces that somehow not only protected us from the explosion, but also carried us outside. In other words, we made it out alive. Well, except for one. No way, someone died again? What? Why? Why only me? Could this be... Yes. It may not be the right way to put it, but... There's no doubt that justice has finally been served after all that he did to me. I thought there would be more to Sidberg. With the imminent death of her greatest nightmare, that is her father, Vena is perhaps one step closer towards a bright future of her own. To think this man would indirectly die at the hands of his daughter, much like George. What a fool. No. Not Vene. Father, you went too far in playing with the life of a person that is Vene. For that, you reaped exactly what you sowed in the end. Ridiculous. Since you have always treated people's lives as nothing but a part of a game, allow me to say this to you in game terms. It's game over, Father. You lost. I lost. No. No. This feels weird. Like, what was his endgame? He's dead. Yeah. Do you feel sorry for him? Of course not. I've long given up on him, and at any rate, I feel like there should have been way more to Sigberg, honestly. I felt like he could have been like a very interesting villain, but had his like reasons that may justify his actions, but I don't know. I see, me too. I couldn't be happier. I remember Sigberg murmuring something like that. Don't tell me. All the best out there. No matter how tough the going gets, don't give up. Feel free to look for me if you need anything from me. I'll do my best to help you in any way I can. Thank you. I'll be going then. Yo, Fritz. Must have been a rough day for you today, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I just heard the news that Sigurd was killed by an explosion. Who would have thought that his life would end in such a cruel fashion, though? He reaped what he sowed at any rate. Well, I guess you have a point. By the way, the lady who spoke to you just now was Vene Enbash too, wasn't she? Back when I met her and her companions during the encounter with the Neo Devils, I didn't know about her background. And when I heard later that she was Vene Enbash II, I began to wonder. Oh dear me, I didn't think there would still be one left here. By right, I'm not supposed to show something like this to outsiders. This is... defective infant. It is a DSHIS infected infant who has already reached the terminal stage of DSHIS, the Lucifer mutation syndrome, or symptom. To be exact, the infant is a Serahuman that has succumbed to the Lucifer mutation symptom. In other words, it is a Lucifer. The infant has likely passed the third stage of the symptom. This is the stage where the infant suffers from status nervousness just before turning wild due to the infant's depleted intelligence. And the infant appears to be undergoing N-Notch's method, a method of I still can never pronounce that involves submerging a person's entire body in a highly lethal anesthesiac liquid. You certainly know a lot about this. Do you happen to work in a profession similar to mine? No, I just happen to have an interest in this, and have read several books on it. I naturally don't have any clinical experiences with this, though. What about you, miss? Well, it's not like devils can turn back into people, can they? Besides, I've seen worse. As such, I'm not infected in any way. The thing is, she was face to face with an infant who has succumbed to the Lucifer mutation symptom. Given her background, she ought to be disturbed by it. And yet, it appears as if she was pretending to be strong. It can't be helped. Luck just had never been on her side. Luck, you say? Don't you think it has more to do with this rough world we live in than bad luck? At this rate, she'll... Yeah. I couldn't bring myself to tell her about it. Normally, at a time like this, you would appear right next to me, and I was never once surprised to see you, because I always knew you would come. And so, whenever you appeared, we would talk. Even though I sometimes acted cold towards you, deep down, I actually feel comfortable under your presence. But now, that is something I could never experience again. I understand that it is only inevitable that you would become a part of me. Yes, I have no intention of preventing that from happening. But it was only after you became a part of me that I realized that you are gone from my side for good. I wonder why. Why is it that, as I progress through my destiny and get closer to the end of it, the things close to me fall apart and vanish one after another? Will I be left with nothing once this mission of mine is over? Will I eventually have nothing to live for and be left in the dust? I have always had a bad habit of keeping emotions of sorrow to myself. Even then, though, I cannot afford to kick the habit. Because by letting out my emotions, even for a while, I could only be casting doubt on my strength to pursue my unchangeable destiny to the very end, and so day after day, I've been ignoring my emotions. Besides, I am the instrument of the world's salvation. Emotions are no concern to me. In fact, they do not contribute to my mission at all. What does it matter about the things that people gain and lose anyway? They are all meaningless, really. Yes. Everything is worthless. It would be foolish of you to hold anything dear. You should just give up on everything. You should just end your destiny now. And you should just die. It's alright. There's nothing to worry about. All of you and I have to do is become as one. And so that I can stay alive. urn. No, that cannot be the case. My fusion with Venna was flawless to the point where even I cannot believe it actually happened. Or couldn't believe it actually happened. In other words, she has perfectly filled the void in my spirit. Venna said before our fusion would cause a deviation in Gaia's providence. She also said that the fusion would produce waves brought about by her return to my spirit. Since my fusion with Venna was perfect, the resulting waves ought to have engulfed Ern and eradicated her. Besides, not only did I not feel Ern returning to me during the fusion, but I also do not feel her presence anywhere. Ern was destroyed, wasn't she? After all, she was the ugly side of me in the past. She was the real me. Everything has been according to plan. And now there is only one thing left to do before the main event. We'll be picking up my sister. So, it will be an emotional reunion between you guys and that girl, huh? But I don't get how you could even have feelings for her, now that she's a mere shell of herself. I said this before, and I'll say this again. A contagious monster like you cannot even begin to understand human emotions. You have no idea how much we look forward to this occasion. I, for one, have longed to hug my little girl close once again. Bleh, talk about obsession. Well, no matter. More importantly, are you guys ready for this? Yes. It shall be the start of the eve of our commemoration. It will be a little overproduced, though, if you ask me. It's okay. I do not mind the spectacular fireworks to come. Those fireworks will do well to mark the grand commemoration of love as the past returns to the heavens. Let's go then. Onward to the land of dormant white, wings, was that? I didn't catch that last word. Boy, they do have a wild imagination. Well, it's true that they've done pretty well as human beings to come this far. After all, they're surprisingly managed to defy destiny and not let themselves be bound by it. But that doesn't change the fact that they're just ordinary people. Or shall I say, extras. There's no significance in their existence. They're just a bunch of trash with no way of controlling fate to the very end. In fact, had it not been for me, their dreams of bringing that girl back to their side would never be able to come true. In other words, whatever they do from this point on is useless. They'll at most work under me as pawns of mine all the way until they die. Oh, how I pity this troubled family. Pity this troubled family. Frezite Castle. Wait a minute. Troubled family. What's Hidi doing at this time right now? Huh. Well, I'm not gonna theorize it on much. I'm just saying whatever. We are here to give a report on investigations conducted so far on the incident involving the original Vene. This report, however, will not be through due to the lack of information at the moment. I see. But if that is the case, why give a report now? Don't you usually wait until sufficient information has been gathered before giving a report? Well, yes, that is the standard procedure. However, we have just discovered a hugely worrying factor relating to this incident, which we feel the need to report urgently. A hugely worrying factor, you say? Very well, let us listen to your report. First of all, even though I believe all of you already know this, allow me to run through the details of this incident. Ended, a practitioner summoned a Gaia cancer, which merged with the original Vene's body, causing the body to become alive. The merged entity was eventually defeated in battle by Vene and the rest present in the scene. After which, the spirit fragmented of the original Vene was taken in by Vene Enbash II, resulting in a successful fusion. Immediately following that, the machines in the room where the original Vene's body was preserved malfunctioned as a result of the battle. A huge explosion then ensued and destroyed the whole room within seconds. As for Vene and the rest, it would turn out that all but one of them miraculously survived and escaped unharmed. They were each protected by a barrier, which was most likely cast by the original Vene, using her remaining strength. On the other hand, only Mr. Segberg was not fully protected and was severely injured in the process. He succumbed to injuries not long after. And those were basically the events that occurred during the incident. It still feels really unreal that Segberg died. So, what is the worrying factor? Does it have to do with the fact that only Segberg died after all? Well, while that is also a worrying factor, it is not the most worrying. On that topic, though, considering the possibilities that the original Vene harbored feelings of hatred toward Mr. Segberg, it is most likely that she deliberately cast an incomplete barrier over him. So it was a case of a man dying at the hands of his daughter. I would say he deserved it nonetheless. In that case, the most worrying factor is, well, looking back at the incident, we all know that Ende was the unwelcome guest present at the scene. However, it has now surfaced that there could be another unwelcome guest besides Ende. That is ridiculous. It should be plain obvious that Ende was the only unwelcome guest. That would appear to be so in front of the naked eye. Investigations, however, have shown that an invisible being was present at the scene, albeit for a moment. It's probably Ern, right? Who could that being be? While we do not know its true nature, we suspect it to be a metaphysical existence composed of nothing but mysterious waves. Mysterious waves? We found traces of two types of waves, having appeared just as the original Vene merged with Vene Enbash II. The first type of the aforementioned mysterious waves, and the second type was the waves formed as a result of the original Vene's return to Vene Enbash II's spirit. Those later waves were strong enough to form a vortex in the air. Because of that, a strong turbulence occurred, but there was just one point in the room where the turbulence was far stronger than any other point. That point was where the original Vene's body was. It was also where a vacuum containing huge negative energy, or more specifically a wormhole, appeared momentarily. So, what does that have to do with the metaphysical existence that you mentioned earlier? For the sake of convenience, let us call this existence in question Subject X. It is believed that Subject X had all the while existed within the original Vene until the incident occurred. Or rather, it would be more accurate to say that Subject X was confined within the original Vene. The original Vene was likely unable to gain control of Subject X's existence and overcome it. Hence, she tenaciously sealed its Subject X within herself through her own sheer will. That is also to say that the original Vene acted as a cage to imprison Subject X. However, this cage inevitably disappeared after she merged with Vene Enbash II. That ought to be the time when Subject X would be eradicated by the waves formed by the original Vene's return to Vene Enbash II's spirit, but Subject X was barely able to avoid getting eradicated and managed to escape by swirling until it vanished. So that was when the wormhole was formed. Yes. Then do you know where Subject X escaped to? Unfortunately, no. I see. Okay, thank you for bringing this matter to our attention. Please continue to analyze Subject X and find out its true nature. Certainly. It appears that we do not know everything about Vene after all. Well, I believe it would be better to ask Vene directly than to carry on with the investigations. She may not know everything, though. To begin with, Subject X is likely something that Vene only knows by perception. She probably does not know the proof behind its existence. Besides, Vene is completely silent about this matter. While she revealed the truth about her being a clone, she stopped shortly of revealing any more than that. Perhaps she has secretly hoped for Subject X to be eradicated by the waves emitted during the original Vene's fusion with her. That was probably so as to carry the secret about Subject X to her grave. Still, the fact that Subject X was firmly sealed within the original Vene, that could only mean that the existence of Subject X carries a huge influence on the fate of the world from this point forward. Hence, there is a need to uncover information on Subject X as quickly as possible. And the best way to do that is by asking Vene directly about her personal take on Subject X. Let us continue with the investigations just for a while longer. If the truth is still not uncovered by then, we will request for Vene to tell us everything that she knows about Subject X. My intention is to show her that we are sincere about understanding her background. This is so that we can perhaps get her to warm up to us and reveal the truth. At any rate, it is unnecessary that the three of us conduct our investigations instead of waiting around and doing nothing. After all, we might just uncover things that Vene might not know and that the researchers might not be able to uncover. But what can we do? The thing is, most investigations of this nature are centered around scientific research, and that should be best left to the researchers. No worries, I have a task for both of you that even the researchers are not able to do. Oh, and what would that be? I'd like the both of you to conduct a thorough investigation on Sigurd. Sigurd? Yes. Please make sure the investigations everything about him from top to bottom. Or investigate everything about him. That includes all the cigars that he has smoked and all his favorite coffee brands, among other things. But why investigate him so thoroughly? I believe you are aware about the rumors about him, right? After all, he has been a hot topic of discussion among everyone in the Internal Affairs office. Considering that he has been labeled a lunatic who was obsessed with Vene and treated her as a part of the game, he is bound to be the only person other than Vene herself who knows everything about Vene. I see. That means Sigurd is. There is a possibility that he was the only person other than Vene who knew the true nature of Subject X, but did not tell it to anyone. Yes, he is most likely have been keeping the secrets between him and his daughter all to himself while snickering behind the scenes. I will be counting on the both of you then. Leave it to us. Well, I wonder what surprises awaits us. At any rate, this will be a task worth doing. Geralt, you head to Sigurd's home. I will make my way to his office at the Frezite Garden. Understood. We will take our leave then. Alright, so Sigurd story still's got Vene. Just how unstable is your journey in life? So Sigurd still's got more to talk about. Well, kind of. I mean, he's dead, but you know what I mean. There's still more to Sigurd left. Do you ever have a peace of mind? Or have you actually forgotten what that is? Did she ever had it to begin with? That is a better question. Oh, wait a minute. The times she spent with Lake and the others. I suppose it is inappropriate of me to think that way. Still, the one thing that I am most worried about her is how long more can she cope before she gives way. and to unleash his final trump card. Wilhelmine, back at the Frezite Garden. That leaves the 3 Gaia Cancers residing within Laurentia, as the last few Gaia Cancers yet to be taken down. Once those 3 pawns are defeated, it will be the final showdown with the king that is Ende. And the one thing awaits him: checkmate. So the centrally long battle with the Gaia Cancers is finally coming to a close. The problem we have, however, is what Ende's move will be. There is no telling that he might do after we have There's no telling what he might do after we have defeated all his summons. Will he come to kill us with his usual mocking attitude, or will he rage and wreak havoc? We cannot say for sure. But one thing I could say is that Ende will be certain to appear before us once we defeat the last of the Gaia Cancers summoned by him. So we must be fully prepared for when that time comes, so as to avoid suffering in a heavy defeat. Also, do not forget that the barrier preventing access to Laurentia might still be there. You're right. We'll see what we have to do when we get there. Let's go then. Our mission is to take down the remaining 3 Gaia Cancers summoned by Ende. And our destination is Laurentia, Gaia's giant tree. So, are we just gonna... Episode 38, Gaia Cancers Showdown. So, I'm going to assume we're... I guess episode 40 might be like the final episode. We fight the Gaia Cancers, and then the next episode will probably be about Ende, and then after that, Urn. But then again, we still got those 3 masked mysterious figures. I don't know. We don't have deer. That fight did not give us any deer at all. Did it even drop anything? No. Then it... Okay, cool. She did. Summons the wings of life to grant an ally 1 auto revival upon death. That is interesting, but the wait time is insane, and plus the wait time gets resetted. Unless she can like spam this multiple times. I'm just gonna assume this is a one-time use only. I don't know. Maybe not. Recalls the times with the original Vene to boost the user's immunity to all negative statuses by 50%. I don't know how to... Well, actually, that might be good for like stuff like stone paralysis and other crazy stuff like that. I was kind of hoping she had strong attacks or something. I don't know. Oh, what if she received like a huge stat boost? Or like maybe attack magic 6? Okay, that is fine. Yeah. Alright, let's... This is pain. This is actually pain. I don't like my party. The party isn't that strong. It's all my fault. Fuck it. I'm just gonna go. I know I should reorganize my inventory. Now this suits like random encounters or whatever, but that's fine. Alright, off to Laurentia's tree. Alright. I wonder if there's any like backtracking moments as of now. I'm tempted to backtrack actually. You know what? I will jump cut and actually backtrack a little bit, see if there's any interesting dialogue. I don't know. I just feel that would be funny to actually mention. Don't worry, Syra. Lake is alive and well for now. Or well now. I mean, technically he is resigning within Vene. Alright, jump cut. Alright, I missed some things here. You're a liar, big brother. Like, in the end, you never keep your promise to teach me on how to use a sword. Lake was really admired by the children here, who looked upon him as a big brother. This is why I'm not sure how I should go about telling them the bad news. That being said, I suppose I should wait until Madame Elena has recovered fully before discussing with her on how to handle this. I don't care about the picture book anymore. All I want now is for our mother to recover quickly. Alright, I think there's and then she says the same thing. Yeah. Alright, jump cut. Alright, we're back at the starting place. Hear about the incident where the airship from Frezite was shot down by the LAJ and crashed into the clearing west of Kokomo, right? Well, rumor has it that Langer happened to pass by a seriously wounded lady there and managed to save her life. Since then, there has been a change of heart among the townspeople about him, and some even want him to stay. But now that he has moved out to further his career, I doubt he's gonna come back here for a long time. So that's pretty interesting. Vacant house for sale. Damn. Also, I think this lady up here also has got something new to say. George is a foolish man. In the end, he caused his own downfall by his own hands. How regrettable it is that the old days back, when he started a pharmacy here with Syra did not mean anything to him. And, yeah, alright. I will jump cut. Alright, as I was landing to go into Laurentia, new enemies just randomly spawn on the overworld. So that is very interesting. Fly seed, gray shell, fly seed. Why did I not check his elements and stuff? Wait. Fire, sky, and weak against blind and forget. Interesting. You're weak to fire. I don't know. We're just physical users, man. Oh, my child. 17, 15. We could probably kill. Right, we could probably kill this dude. No, wait. Let's kill this dude. Damn, not enough. Fire, huh? We can't actually do that. That sucks. Damn, this sucks. Damn, that did no damage. No damage at all. Good try. Not good enough, though. Ah, yes, the cheese. Oh, the cheese, man. Seriously, big thank you again for that comment, because that's ridiculous. Okay, you have a suicidal attack. Well noted. AoE, it's not a strong AoE, thankfully, but it does poison. Good, we need money. We desperately need money. I understand that you wish to exterminate the contagious creatures residing within Laurentia, is that right? Yes, by the way, is the barrier restricting access to Laurentia still there? Well, for some reason, the barrier disappeared just some time ago. Perhaps it has something to do with the contamination of Laurentia by the contagious monsters. I see. In that case, will you grant us permission to enter Laurentia? Certainly. Good luck and please be careful. Alright, you got anything new? I was tidying up my storeroom when I found this locked chest. There is a riddle with written on top of it, and it seems the only way to unlock the chest is by solving the riddle. Fortunately, no one in the village knows how to solve it. How about it? Are you guys up for the challenge? Everything in this chest will be yours if you manage to open it, and we have already given up anyway. There are words written on top of the chest. There was a group of people who regarded oranges as treasure. Wait. No. Okay, never mind. I was like having flashbacks of who was it? Was it Geralt or Owen? I think it was Geralt. Yeah, it was Geralt with like apples and stuff. But that's apples, not oranges. They believe that oranges, which are commonly offered in pairs, and are a symbol of double prosperity and double longevity. And so the treasures within are, without a doubt, the priceless and everlasting product of those two characteristics of oranges. To those who seek their treasure in this chest, the key to this answer here. Wow, okay, puzzles. Or riddles. Nothing happens. Words. A group of people who regarded oranges as treasure. Okay, a group of people. They believe they offered in pairs. Which are offered in pairs. So 2 oranges are a symbol of double prosperity and double longevity. And so the treasures within are without doubt priceless. An everlasting product of those 2 characteristics of oranges. To those who seek the treasure in... What? I don't think I understand this riddle, actually. I don't think I'm actually gonna get this. Unless there's, like, clues elsewhere. What the fuck? Am I stupid? I think I am just that low IQ right now. Oranges that are offered in pairs. Groups of people that I was not mistaken after all. The water force is certainly weakening. That means Gaia's tree, the life of Gaia, is weakening as well. Could Gaia very well die before I do? Group of people that believes oranges comes in pairs. Represents double longevity. What number value would that even be? What? And the answer is a 4-digit value. Yes, this place is really secluded. The villagers hardly give a warm welcome to the gate. We already read this. We have no deer. We have deer for like maybe 1 item. But I don't think I want to look forward to that item. We are all counting on you. I suppose jump cut because new enemies, so I'm gonna re-gear myself up. Alright, we're back. Let's go. Yeah, I got a word from the elder to let you through. You guys are, after all, our last ray of hope in saving Laurentia. I don't know how long I'm going to record for, because, we're getting close to 40 minutes. I think I will just enter and then probably save, honestly. This is just terrible. It just shows how much of a threat the Gaia Cancer is posed to Gaia. You have to take down the Gaia Cancers here quickly. You know, just hop in, hop out. Or maybe just end the episode here. Yeah, let's do that, actually. Because, it's gonna take a while exploring this, and the next save point is gonna be until like a good long while, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Later.